we have been working on half guard for a while, right? And there's many different versions of half guard, right? Obviously, full guard is when I'm fully in his guard. I am 100% between his legs. This is full guard, right? You see what I mean? Half guard is when I'm half in his guard, when he has this. Some people used to call this half mount because I'm half in his guard and I'm half mounted. You know what I mean? Some people call this full mount, right? So, full mount, or half guard, full guard, right? Fantastic. So, as I've been saying, he has hips, knees, and ankles, right? And I have hips, knees, and ankles. And I can be standing or I can be squatting, which raises 4 possibilities. It can be his thighs around my thighs, or my thigh, I guess. His shins around my thigh, which is also in the Z guard, because it's kind of like the letter Z somehow, right? It can be his thighs around my shin, right? And it can be his shins around my shin, like so. You see what I mean? Those are the 4 possibilities, right? So, what do I want to talk about today? Here, let's switch positions. So, here, stand for a second. Have you all heard the song, Highway to the Danger Zone? Highway to the Danger Zone. I'll sing the whole song.
Yep.
There you go. So, from a standing position, am I in the danger zone now? No. Here we're just trash talking each other in your face. You know what I mean? Your mother is whatever. This is the danger zone. See, we're both. He can punch me, I can punch him. Someone might get knocked out, right? What about here? No, this is not the well. Now it's the danger zone for him. But in terms of like problems, this is the middle section of the danger zone. See? Safe, not safe. Safe again, and then we're good friends. The same thing is true of guard and half guard, right? Here, go on your knees for a second. See, look at this. Here I'm totally okay, right? I'm keeping him away from me. See, look, he can't, See? See? What about this, though? Safe or not safe? This is the danger zone. He's putting his chest on my chest. He's holding me down. Come on. You see what I mean? But what about here? This is great. So just like standing, I've gone from very far away to very close. It's that middle ground. That's the problem. You see what I mean? And this is the position I want to talk about today, and the things I can do from the bottom. Okay? So, you're in my shot. Can't you see I'm filming? only me and other arrogant people are supposed to be on the... Here, stand up for a second. Okay, so how do we get to that position? Generally, there's 2 scenarios. I don't think avenues. There's 2 scenarios that lead to me doing that, right? The first one is I have shot maybe a single leg takedown, and he's sprawling, you're sprawled. And we're here, right? And if I don't do something about this, if I don't get some purchase upon him, he's going to break this grip, he's going to go behind me, and now I have problems. You see what I mean? So go back next. So what do? I've shot a single leg, I'm not going to be able to keep this, so I put my leg over his leg, and here we are. See, now we're in this situation where there's back takes and sweeps and what have you. That's the first one, okay? The second one, as I demonstrated moments ago, is he's, let's say, in my Z guard or 1/8 guard, whatever you want to call this, and he's too far away, and he gets my knees out of the way, now here he comes, and I'm like, oh, Jesus. See what I mean? Let's go back. We did that too quickly, and I got punched in the nose. That's okay. Right, so we're here in the he's very far away part. He gets past those, and this hand here makes an underhook. And you'll notice this is behind him, and also this knee down here is behind him. And they can both make the jet totally overshoot the runway. You see what I mean? And then I'm here. Okay? You follow me? And those are the 2 scenarios that usually lead to someone being in, I guess we call it deep half guard. You understand? Although deep half guard applies to way too much stuff. So, practice with your friend these 2 things. 1, you shoot on the guy, you sprawl hard, you step over his leg, and here you are. Second, he's in your Z guard, right? He gets past the 2 knees, you get the 2 underhooks, because you go from here to Here, stay away, sir, to totally overshoot the runway and land in the swamp. To here, okay? And now here you are in the deep after. And then from here, there's various things that can happen. He'll probably make an overhook with his arm. You know, he'll probably put weight on you, and then you can start looking for sweeps and turnovers and back takes and stuff. Okay? So you either started standing, or you full guard or whatever, and now you're here, okay? And now, what is going to happen depends on two things. Where he puts his body, and where he puts his arm. You see what I mean? If the first thing you do from here, if he's not, if there's no problem going to his back, then, you know, go to his back. Fantastic. You understand? And he's not whispering your arm. So it can look like, stand up.
Right.
So it can look like this. I shoot, he sprawls, right? I pull here and I go to his back. See? It can look like that. Or, right? Maybe it looks like this. He's in my Z guard, he goes past it, I can hear, and then look. I go to his back, right? So that's it. His weight isn't on you. His arm is used, right? So either you shot a single and you sat in position, or he got past your guard, and you're in position, right? So let's say A, he's so silly, he doesn't stop you from taking the shot. He really should be. He really should be doing this. He really should be doing this.
Last one.
Stop before you get back to it. But he's not. He's putting his hand somewhere else. He did this. So you can swing this leg very easily.
You're gonna lay right.
Go to his back. Right? Boom. And bear in mind, this can be two things. Either he stays here and you take his back, or if he realizes problems are happening, as you sit up, maybe he sits to his guard. But either way, you've got from bottom to top.
Right.
2 points, right? Okay? So those are the two things that might occur. He stays turtle or goes to his guard, like this, if he makes the wizard. Okay? He stays turtle or he does this. Now let's talk about if he does make the wizard. If he doesn't, maybe he does, right?
Let's do a couple more.
So do the same thing. You shot and you pulled, or he's passing and you got here, right? And you're here, and he's wise enough to make this arm position. Let's turn this. He's wise enough to make this arm position, right? Now, where's his body weight? His body weight is either going to be there or over here. Okay? No, just your body.
This is a niche.
Right? Yes. So if his body weight is to this side, you can collect his foot. See? Collect, and then you just do this. Bump, on top, and then you can knee bar and raise past the guard. Do not, when you're here, do not put your leg here, because you're setting yourself up for butterfly seat. See? Let's do it again.
Supporting my knee, and I need to control this hand.
So
this foot here, I'm working on sweeps. I can take this,
sure.
pull this.
So we're here, right? He's made the wizard, so I can't his back. This hand is under, he grabs his leg. This hand is here. See, and now you just use your legs just do this. That's what I mean? He has no choice but to go to his bum.
Yeah.
And then from here you can try to do a dog bar, whatever they call it, here. Or you can pass his guard and then attack this arm. Do not put your thigh over this, because then he has a butterfly hook on this side, and an overhook on this side, and you're going to go here. See? Not a good time. Okay. So, here's the next move you can practice. You have gotten to the position, right? He's making a wizard, so you can't go to his back. His hand is here, you can't go to his back. You're under his back, you're around his foot. You collect. Right, you can even grab here if you want.
You've got me on my back.
Grab his foot down here, that's acceptable. And then here, look.
I can't.
Boom.
This is my half guard.
And now,
And I'm like this.
pass
So,
and
I need to
attack.
side, keep you out of the way.
Or,
Yeah.
knee bar here, or none of the above. Okay, there's actually two versions of that sweep, right? There's the one that I was doing years and years ago, and then there's the one I learned just years ago. So the one I showed you was actually the second one I learned, right? Which is, you're way deep in the guy, you collect his leg, maybe you collect his foot, you pull his leg back towards you, and you get on top, right? And then, from here you can pass, you can knee bar, you can stack the arm, whatever. But originally when I was doing this, before I was shown the right way to do it, I was doing it this way. The guy would have a whizzer, I'd be doing whatever, and I would kind of get up with my hands and knees this way, and then I would collect his foot and put him down. You see what I mean? So it's kind of the same sweep, but the first one you go here and here, and you just do this to put the guy over. You see what I mean? The second one, rather than being here, right? Maybe maybe his whizzer was out, and you're trying to go, you get to here, and now he makes the whizzer. Now you're here, right? And you go back to this and this to put him down. See how it's kind of the same sweep, but it starts at different parts or whatever? Now, here's the thing though. With either of those sweeps, perhaps the guy's going to be like, I don't think so, and put his weight back on you. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Perhaps Mass has got me here, right, and I've made the whizzer, and he starts to do the sweep, and I'm like pushing him back this way. You see what I mean? I'm pushing that. Or perhaps he even starts to my back, and then I put the whizzer here, and I'm pushing into it. This is now a primary opportunity. This is a prime opportunity to sweep him in that direction. You see what I mean? Yeah, there you go. From either of those two versions of the sweep. Okay, I'll show you. So, sweep one, you've got under the guy, you're collecting, you're pushing, he whizzers, right? And he pushes back into you, like so. So you take him over and come back. And there's nothing stopping him from going over because you pinch here. So he can't get his arm up. See what I mean? You pinch, that's the arm up. It's really hard, right? I'm very strong. But I mean, like, this is a good pinch. It's one of those weird things of the human body. It's just, aha! Right? And you put him over. You can't stop him because he's pushing into you and he has no posts, so to speak. The second one is even better, right? Let's say he started with no whizzer, right? You started taking his back. He makes the whizzer. And now, you lay down and pinch and over he goes. And again, don't put your hook, don't do this because then you're going to get swept, right? You can knee bar the guy there, or you can come this way and keep that pinch.
Somehow,
Arm bar. Okay? Understand?
Yeah.
So now, you're either
push them out of your way.
putting the guy over, and he pushes back, so you pinch and go, or you come up, and you're starting to come over, and he pushes back into you, so you pinch and go. You understand? Thrashing around on the floor like a truck. Okay? 2 points to share. Okay? Point number one. These sweeps, the this way sweep and the that way sweep, you can alternate between them. Maybe you go to A, he gives you B, he counters B, you go to A, and the back take is in there. And he just puts his arm up. You see what I mean? So when you get way under the guy, if he has no post, you can just take his back. You see what I mean? If you try this one, and he makes a whizzer, and then you start to make him go this way, and he puts his arm out again. Look, now it's a back take. You see what I mean? If he counters A, go to B. If he counters B, go to C. It all depends on where his body weight is, and where his arm is. And as he changes it, so can you. See? Again, he's put his arm out, I'm going, maybe he re-whizzers. Okay, here I go, he puts his arm, maybe he puts his arm out. Right, okay, fine, now I'm going this way. You see what I mean? You understand? Once you get him in this position, he's in a lot of trouble. And you can alternate between those three moves. Or whatever, however many moves I should. This one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay? And that being said, there's one more thing I want to share. I was in an Eddie Bravo seminar years ago. He shared this one little point, which is very good. If, for whatever reason, here, put this leg way up. If, for whatever reason, you can't collect this, look at my legs down here. If, for whatever reason, you're here but you can't collect it, you can use your foot to pull his leg up and then grab it. See? Right? You see that? I'm using my heel to lift his foot, and I can hold it in my hand. And then you do this. And that in itself, it's kind of a dick move, because it's twisting his knee, and Rule 17 says you're not allowed to, but like, the way he showed it wasn't as a submission, it was a way to gain access to this leg. So if he has this leg out, and then you lift this and collect it, all of a sudden now this leg is accessible. You see what I mean? And the various moves become possible. You understand? So point one, the moves I've shown are interchangeable depending on his defense. And move two, if you... Here, give it to me now. If you're having problems getting this guy's leg for whatever reason, right? You could lift, yeah. See? See? It's very there.